Hey everybody, this is Pesa Shayo from pesashayo.com. And on today's local business spotlight, I am very excited to be having Colonel Tim Marlar of the National Guard Association of Kansas, where they serve both present and also past veteran members of the Kansas National Guard. Tim is also very involved in the local civic organizations like Toastmasters, and he's a self-confessed volunteerpreneur. Welcome, Tim, to the local business spotlight, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, thank you for having me, Pesa. I just kind of unsure how I got on this because it seems like most of your guests have a name that rhymes with Pesa, like Asa the realtor, Mesa the attorney, and Silveria the DJ. So I do thank you for allowing me to come on. Yes. I did retire from active duty with the Kansas National Guard after 36 years and some change. Wow. I loved every minute of that.
Yes.
It was just a pleasure to serve with them. And Karen and I live here in Newton, yes, close to 6 of our grandchildren. And that, as you know, being a married man, she has vetoed any of my dreams to go to the coast and be a surfer.
Okay. Oh, good. And I've enjoyed being friends with him. He is just an amazing guy to be around, and the things that he's doing for the National Guard, with being an insurance administrator with them, is just amazing. So how did you get involved with the National Guard and just the military?
Okay. Well, when I first started working with the National Guard, I had a job in Council Grove, Kansas, and I had a lady by name of Joy Meyer that come in and presented this program to our organization. And when I saw what it did, I told her, I said, you know, Joy, I sure would like to become involved. So when you get tired of doing that, yes, let me know and I'll be glad to take over. Well, as time had it, they had another person go in. When he retired, he remembered me telling that story. So they contacted me and asked me if I would be interested in doing that after I retired. And I said, absolutely, because I really believe in the program. And I do think that it's a natural fit with my personality and skills.
Yes. And just what makes the product that the term life insurance that you guys provide at the National Guard Association of Kansas different from if somebody just goes and buys it from another company, which is not affiliated with the Guard?
Right. Well, thanks, Pesa. The big thing that really sets us apart is that if something happens to one of our members, we are able to provide them with a benefit check within 24 hours.
Wow.
It's also the only insurance I know that when you get it at age 17 and you still have it at age 65, the premiums are the same for the same amount of coverage. You know, wow, most insurance steps up based on your age.
Yes.
And then another thing that's unique is we can only provide the insurance to our current members. After they get out and they come to see me, I cannot help them. But while they're a current serving member in either the Kansas Air or Army National Guard, we can get them this coverage. But then when they leave the Guard, they get to keep it at the same price.
That's amazing. So this product that you are, the term life, does it have any exclusion? Because I know some of your members will be serving in Iraq and Afghanistan, so they are in actually active duty. I know a lot of term life will be having an exclusion for war and things like that. What about your product?
Well, being in the National Guard, there is always that opportunity to deploy, but there are absolutely no exclusions. In fact, when I go in and brief a unit,
yes,
I let them know, providing you didn't tell us any fibs on these 6 easy medical questions, you're going to be covered with this policy.
Yes.
And they are covered. Obviously, it'll go in underwriting, and they have some medical issues.
Yes.
They will have to square that out. The only exception to that is if they sign up for this when they very first join the Kansas National Guard,
yes,
there are no exceptions at all. They're automatically guaranteed for $10,000. In fact, we give people a free policy because that's what we do as a National Guard Association,
yes,
take care of soldiers. We give them a free $10,000 policy for the first 12 months that they're in the service.
Okay. And this thing about 24 hours and you will get a check, how does that work?
Well, if I had my briefcase with me that it'd be convenient to bring up, I would show you a checkbook that I carry.
Okay.
And usually every briefing I give them my phone number. Most the guardsmen around the state know me. I've been in there. And this number you just popped up on the screen, I give that at the front of my briefings. And people call me, ask me if the member had the insurance. And if they do have it, I write a check right then and then go find out where they want me to deliver the check to.
Wow, 24 hours, even if it's the holidays, if it has to be 24 hours.
It does not matter. Regardless of where we're at, we get that within 24 hours. The longest it's ever taken me since I've been doing the job is 10 hours. And I happened to be in Hawaii at the time when they called, but I was able to get them linked up with someone that had a check already signed by me that they were able to go out and provide that.
And that's something that I like about you, is you really care about the soldiers that the National Guard members that you work with. It's like an extended part of your family. And the fact that even if you're in Hawaii, you are thinking, what will happen if this bad thing happens and they need my services, and you have already planned out for them. That's just an amazing level of caring.
Well, that's what the association is there for.
Yes.
And we wouldn't be a very good military organization if we did not have plan A and plan B to make that.
That's really good. So other than working with the National Guard Association of Kansas, what else drives you personally? Like, what do you do? Why do you do what you do? What drives you personally?
Okay, well, one, I cannot imagine a better opportunity for me to continue to serve, because once you retire from an organization that you've given almost 37 years to, you want to continue to serve. And really, you only have to deliver one of those checks to see the benefit that it's providing to those survivors. You know, their world's turned upside down at that time, Pesa.
Yes.
And they're worrying about all sorts of things, because many times it's a young person, much younger than you even, Pesa, that we provide those checks to. And we can't replace that lost loved one, but we can give them that check that they can now only worry about grieving for their loss. We can provide that check right then. So I've never had anyone that has been on the end of providing that check that isn't a firm believer in that. So that's really what drives my passion to continue to serve the Guard like this. Kind of one of those jobs that you would do it whether you got paid or not, because it's the right thing to do.
That's amazing. And it's just amazing to have people like you in our community who have that passion to help others. And then another thing which is just related to this, I know you love to volunteer. I've met you in a lot of volunteering posts. So I'm going to ask you, what do you enjoy doing while you are not working?
Okay. Well, one of the things that I think is important is that you always want to look to where you can make things better.
Yes.
The community of Newton and Kansas took care of me while I was took care of my family while I was serving those 37 years. And I always want a chance to give back where I can. And at the end of the day, you really want to be able to say that I've done something that's made someone's life better. And I think everybody wants to do that. But other than doing those volunteer opportunities that allow me to do that, and by the way, Pesa, when you're volunteering for something,
yeah,
they don't fire you if you make a wrong decision or misspell a word or something like it. But they do that because, but I was very fortunate. I had 3 kids that were athletic. My oldest son, Seth, was a great football player. I got to watch all his games through college. Same way with my son, Storm. He was a baseball player. Yes. I got to watch him through college. And that just gave me a passion for sports. My daughter's a swimmer. Yes. Her kids are all wrestlers. We go to those but I just love watching that. I had a niece that played for WSU on the volleyball team.
Okay.
So it was just those sports is my passion. And then again, like you said, I just enjoy volunteering and giving back to the community.
That's amazing. I've met you in so many volunteering opportunities, and I'm amazed how much energy you have just to continue volunteering and helping others in our community. So do you have any last minute advice for other small business owners, other people who are in small business?
Well, other than having a good friend like you that's got a platform like this at paceshayo.com that can go out and do this, you really got to have that passion that you've already mentioned. You know, you need to work to provide a service to help better mankind. You don't want to work for the paycheck. You know, eventually you will get bored of that. So you have to have something that you're passionate about. And then I would tell all business owners, small or large, be ready to tell your story.
Okay.
There's many ways that you can do that. You mentioned that I was in a Toastmasters club.
Yes.
I really enjoy that. I stay involved with that because I like to mentor the new people that are coming in, just getting started in business. And Toastmasters is a way that you can find a local club that you can belong to and work on your communication skills and leadership skills in a comfortable, non-threatening environment. I would tell them if they think that they struggle in that area, go seek out a local Toastmasters club.
And I am a product of, this is a plug for Toastmasters, I'm a product of Toastmasters because a few years ago I was very shy. I would not be okay talking like this in front of the microphones, camera, or just being in front of people. But Toastmasters gave me that place where I could nurture my skills in an environment which was non-threatening. And I've noticed my growth. Me and my wife Whitney, we've grown so much just by being members of our local Toastmasters club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you guys, you and Whitney both provided us with excellent abilities, because you wouldn't think an old codger like me could get involved in social media, but it had not been for some of your talks at our Toastmasters Club several years ago, I probably wouldn't have tried some of these things. So thank you for your involvement in that.
So thank you. And we also thank you for a lot of encouragement. And my wife Whitney always talks about how much you encouraged her while she could not even stand and talk in front of anybody. So she gives a lot of credit to your encouragement.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So do you have any last, any call to action or just different ways on how people can get hold of you, or any promotions you guys are running at this time of the year?
Well, this time of year is a time that we spend with family. And I will tell you, most people need to think of their family and consider their life insurance needs. And if they're in the National Guard watching this spotlight, I'd encourage them to reach out by email or giving me a call
Yes.
I can help them out. And if you're watching this spotlight and you're not in the Kansas National Guard and you're between the ages of 17 and 35, contact me and I can help you into an opportunity that right now the Kansas National Guard provides tuition assistance for your your bachelor's degree. So if you
Yes.
want a degree or a certification in Kansas, consider contacting me. I will link you up with a recruiter that can help you out.
And folks, Tim has, I know from just past experiences, he will take care of you as family. Like if you contact him and you want to join the National Guard, it's not like he's just gonna be he's gonna give you all the information that you need and walk you through the process so that it can actually work for you. Yeah. So folks, I'm really excited that we had Tim here from Colonel Tim Marlar from the National Guard Association of Kansas on our local business spotlight. And if you guys need any insurance, if you even have any insurance questions about the products that he's providing, just contact him on the emails that we have on the screen or call him on the phone number. And folks, until next time, where we'll have another local business spotlight, this is Pesa from pesashire.com, and bye and God bless.